A live look from Lawrence County where deputies are searching for a missing 12-year-old girl. Our Rochelle Spence will have a live report with the latest on those efforts. Plus, Rolling Thunder, it's back. We hear about some of those arrests made this week. The news starts right now.
Live from the news station, this is 7 News at Noon.
Happening right now, search crews from several agencies continue to look for a missing girl. Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Tracy Early. That 12-year-old has been missing now for nearly 20 hours. Law enforcement and volunteers have been searching for her all morning. Lawrence County deputies tell us Zoe Carlos was last seen on Green Plain Road around 6 last night when she was heading to a barn on that property. 7 News' Rochelle Spence is live in Clinton with the very latest. Rochelle.
Yeah, Tracy, these parents have been worried, wondering where their 12-year-old daughter is for more than 17 hours now. We've got 5 different agencies here on scene, including SLED, and they are all looking for Zoe Carlos. Take a look. We've got a photo of her for you. We're told that she is about 5 feet tall, 115 pounds. The Lawrence County Sheriff says she left home just after 6 o'clock yesterday evening and was heading towards the family's barn on the property, but never came back. We did also just learn that a neighbor down the road here reported seeing Zoe walking down the street with a backpack around that time that she left home. Planes are up, canines are still here on scene. Here's what the sheriff's office is saying now about the case.
The family had no idea what was about to take place. I mean, they're second guessing themselves, you know. I mean, they didn't anticipate her mindset. When she left the house, they had no idea what was in her mind, obviously.
You kind of have to read between the lines there with the sheriff. We did later ask for clarification. They were able and willing to tell us they do not believe that Zoe Carlos was abducted here and that it appears that she left on her own. And that is part of the reason why we have not seen an Amber Alert issued in this case. Regardless, though, more than 17 hours since these parents have seen their 12-year-old daughter. We're live in Clinton. Rochelle Spence, 7 News.
Rochelle, thank you. New at noon, a week-long operation on Interstate 85 has come to an end, and the Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office is showing us what it seized. 7 News' Brianna Smith was there. She joins us now in studio with the latest. Brianna.
Hey, Tracy, the operation landed 25 people in jail and more than $100,000 for the Sheriff's Office. You can see these tables filled with things that were seized this week. More than 105,000 grams of marijuana were taken and also large quantities of heroin and cocaine. Also lots of counterfeit items that were taken. But Sheriff Chuck Wright says because I-85 is this corridor to major cities, this operation is extremely important.
Knowing that what we have running up down our interstates, I think it's my responsibility because some of the stuff that we caught was destination Spartanburg.
Now, we did get the chance to go with deputies as they did this operation this week. We're going to show you that video coming up tonight at 5 and 6 o'clock right here on 7 News.
Thank you, Brianna. New at noon, the man who pleaded guilty to taping the muzzle of a dog was sentenced to 5 years in prison. William Dodson was already serving 15 years on a federal gun charge. A judge gave him 5 years this morning to run concurrent with that federal sentence. The dog, named Caitlin, was found in North Charleston in 2015 with her mouth tightly clamped with electrical tape. It was so tight the dog's tongue turned black. A suspicious death in Buncombe County has been ruled a homicide. We're told deputies were called out to Dillingham Road yesterday afternoon. That's where they say they found Bobby Pegg shot in the head. Deputies say the investigation is ongoing. They're asking if you have any information to call Crime Stoppers. March Madness continues tonight as the South Carolina Gamecocks prepare to take on Baylor in the Sweet 16 at Madison Square Garden in New York City. The Gamecocks advanced after beating Duke last week in Greenville. Sports director Pete Hannity has more on what to expect.
The Gamecocks evolved quickly from late season struggles to a Sweet 16 Cinderella last weekend. They're this far because of their play, but maybe something else as well.
I said this to them before we stepped foot into this tournament. I said, guys, the only reason we got put on the board is because you guys listened to me. I don't say this in an arrogant way. I'm the only person in this room that's ever been in this tournament.
Now, it took some time to sink in from when he mentioned it a few years ago, but eventually it did take hold with what was then a young group.
Just coming in and, you know, we all had our thoughts where, like, man, is it really worth it? We didn't see it happening at that point, you know, but then, you know, we stuck with it and kept working. And then that junior year is when we finally started to see the light.
There will be different challenges against Baylor than from their 2 wins last week. The Bears out-rebound opponents by 9 a game, second best in the nation to North Carolina, and they shoot 48% from the field.
Every game is just an unbelievable struggle to get to the finish line. It's always neat to see a new guy win it.
And Martin said if you're in the tournament, why not win it? And in fact, Thursday was Martin's 51st birthday. So, you know the obvious gift his team can give to him on Friday. With the Gamecocks in New York, Pete Yanity, 7 Sports.
If you want to watch the game with a crowd tonight, the Greenville Gamecock Club is hosting a watch party for the game. It's happening at the Palmetto Restaurant and Ale House. That's off East Beacon Drive in Greenville, right off of Pelham Road. It starts at 6:45. The women's NCAA tournament has the Gamecocks in California for a Sweet 16 game tomorrow afternoon. South Carolina will face Quinnipiac. USC is the top seed in Stockton, but is playing without Elena Coates, who is out with an ankle injury. Turning now to your weather, we started off cloudy. Looks like it's still a little bit of the same as we take a look at downtown Greenville. Let's check in now with Malachi Rogers to see what we can expect.
That's a cloudy start to the afternoon across the upstate and western North Carolina. Clouds continue to stay and be a big part of our forecast. We're in the 50s in most areas in the upstate and western North Carolina, 63s in Lawrence and Greenwood, where we're seeing a little bit of sunshine and a little bit of sunlight. But you can see how cloudy it is across the region. Very thick clouds over Greenville, Spartanburg, Anderson, but it's just clouds. So for the rest of the day and most of the day tomorrow, we'll see clouds but dry weather in our forecast. As a result, if you're having plans this afternoon or evening, here's what you can expect. We're talking temperatures staying in the upper 60s across the upstate. Sunset this evening at 7:44. Temperatures stay quite mild. And in the mountains, we'll keep our temperatures pretty much in the 50s and low 60s as well by late afternoon with our sunset around 7:45. Mostly cloudy skies, but there is some rain in our weekend forecast, and we'll tell you when that's expected to arrive coming up when I come back.
Thank you, Malachi. Coming up on 7 News at noon, our Emily Henning takes a look at several events happening in the upstate this weekend. There's a lot happening around the upstate this weekend. Our Emily Henning has more on everything you need to know.
There are so many fun events happening this weekend. South Carolina Comic-Con returns to the TD Convention Center in Greenville. This is video from last year. You can check out your favorite comic characters and superheroes. That's happening tomorrow from 10 until 6 and Sunday from noon until 5. And you can still get tickets at sccomiccon.com. Tonight, head over to Thomas Creek Brewery. They're releasing their Gallibray Scottish Ale and throwing a party for its 2017 debut. So this is the official beer of the Greenville Scottish Games held at Furman. At the event, they'll also have live music and food trucks. That's tonight starting at 4 and it wraps at 8. The Greenville Humane Society is celebrating its new medical center for pets, and you can check it out and sign your name or your pet's name on a beam that will be displayed at the new facility. That's over on Airport Road, so stop by tomorrow morning from 9 until noon to make your mark. And I posted all this information for you at WSPA.com.
So to come on 7 News at noon, it is now or never for Republicans to repeal and replace Obamacare. We've got the latest on this ongoing debate.
And as we head to break, we'll give you a live look over downtown Spartanburg, Morgan Square. Mostly cloudy skies, dry weather today, and a warm afternoon. We'll take a look at your weekend forecast and rain heading our way when we come back.
Back now with a live look from Washington, D.C., where the House is voting right now to repeal Obamacare. President Trump's first signature piece of legislation will either live or die today. His health care bill to replace the Affordable Care Act is up for a vote right now. Craig Boswell reports.
Today, we've got a chance to do something different.
The House has started debate on President Trump's American Health Care Act, his plan to repeal and replace Obamacare.
It throws millions, 24 million Americans off of their insurance.
The bill's passage is far from certain. Before debate began, at least 35 Republicans were planning to vote no. The overhaul drops requirements that insurance companies cover 10 essential services, including hospitalization, maternity care, prescriptions, and mental health. At least 13 of those conservative Republican holdouts need to switch to yes for the bill to pass. President Trump tweeted this morning. The irony is that the Freedom Caucus, which is very pro-life and against Planned Parenthood, allows PP to continue if they stop this plan.
Do you think it's
gonna pass?
See what happens.
Did you rush it, do you think?
Thank you. We'll see what happens.
Thank you.
President Trump calls the bill a great plan and sent his budget director to Capitol Hill with the message that if Republicans want to scrap Obamacare, this vote is their only chance. Mick Mulvaney says if the deal collapses, the White House will move on to other priorities.
Lawmakers will have to be accountable as to why they didn't vote to get rid of Obamacare when they had the chance, and that chance is today.
President Trump has sold himself as the ultimate deal maker and will learn today whether hardball works as well in Congress as it does in the boardroom. Craig Boswell, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
The final vote is expected sometime late this afternoon. We are learning more about the victims from this week's terror attack in London. A former British Army officer told the BBC that rescuers held the hand of the police officer who was stabbed trying to keep him alive. Police say on Wednesday, a man rammed a car into people on a bridge near Parliament and then stabbed that officer. A man from Utah visiting London with his wife was among those killed. A man who survived said he had just finished work when the car hit him.
Tried to defend myself as I could, so I just put my arms forward and, you know, the car just tumbled me over and that was it basically.
In all, 31 people were taken to the hospital. 4 people were killed, as well as the attacker. Also overnight, there were more raids and arrests on suspicion of terrorist acts. An upstate store is selling special T-shirts to help 2 local law enforcement families. Under the Carolina Moon in Easley is selling the shirts. All proceeds go to the Unity Tour, which will ride to D.C. for Police Week in honor of fallen officer Alan Jacobs. The sales will also help the family of Greenville County Deputy Dave Dempsey, who is still recovering from being shot in the head in 2015. You can buy those shirts for $15 each at the store in Easley or online. And Malachi joins us now with a check of our forecast and what we can expect. A cloudy Friday so far.
Cloudy skies out there this afternoon, and it's going to stay cloudy really throughout most of the weekend. Let's take a look at where we are this morning. This morning we started out with mostly cloudy skies, and now this afternoon we're also dealing with mostly cloudy skies across Anderson, Greenville, Spartanburg, as well as most of the upstate. Now the big story today, the fact that temperatures are a little bit warmer compared to yesterday, even though we have more cloud cover. We're in the 50s right now across the I-85 corridor from Greenville to Spartanburg and Anderson, mid-50s also in Asheville and Hendersonville, but it's a little bit warmer down towards Union, Lawrence, Greenwood. We're in the 60s this afternoon, same in Gaffney at 60 degrees. Temperatures range anywhere from around 5 to 10 degrees warmer right now than yesterday, even though we have more cloud cover in the area. Wind direction has made all the difference. We had northeasterly winds yesterday. Today, our winds are coming in out of the south and southeast. That's driving up those temperatures. And as you take a look at areas like the Asheville area, Biltmore Estate, you'll notice it's a little more sunny, and a little more sunshine will mean warmer temperatures in the mountains. So temperatures today on the mild but cool side. We'll see highs seasonably cool, upper 60s in the upstate, low to mid 60s in the mountains. Heading into the weekend, warmer temperatures as we're back to the 70s area wide. And then as we head into the second part of our weekend, we'll be tracking rain on Sunday, a few showers possible, even the possibility of an isolated thunderstorm on Sunday. Right now, it doesn't look like it would be anything severe, but just enough that you may have to move indoors for some thunder and lightning. Mostly cloudy skies through portions of the area. So as we take a look at our virtual skycast over Greenville, one of the areas seeing the heavier cloud cover, we're 56 degrees right now. Heading into the afternoon, 68, our high temperature at 4 o'clock. Temperatures, if you're heading out this evening, quite pleasant. The sky will continue to see clouds through the evening hours with a temperature around 58 at 10 o'clock tonight. And in western North Carolina, almost as warm as the upstate, 66 this afternoon. Our virtual sky forecast, 60 at 7 o'clock, and temperatures falling into the upper 50s by 10 o'clock tonight. So no extremely cold weather in the forecast. We are on the warm side in the U.S. Look at this very cold air wrapped up in the Rockies, and that's important because where it's 39 degrees right now in Denver, Colorado, there's an area of low pressure that will move in our direction. Not quite the cold air, but a storm system that's going to bring us our rain as we head towards Sunday. So temperatures are in the 50s and 60s, warm winds coming in out of the southwest, and that's going to be a trend that stays with us into the weekend. How about this? The low 70s tomorrow and Sunday. Chance for rain, though, on Sunday in the upstate. We're also looking at a chance for Sunday rain in western North Carolina. So let's take a look at where that rain is coming from as that area of low pressure I mentioned continues to track across the southeast tomorrow. Doesn't bring us any rain, but it will keep our clouds in place for Saturday throughout most of the day. Saturday afternoon is dry. Sunday morning, first line of showers start to move in right around daybreak. Throughout the afternoon, we'll get a little bit of a break, and then we'll see more rain move in late in the day on Sunday, heading into Sunday night and early Monday morning. So much needed rain, I should say, despite the fact that we saw so much rain, nearly 4 inches of rain on Tuesday in the upstate, we still need rain area-wide. We're in the upper 60s today, low 70s this weekend. Rain showers around on Sunday. Rain moves out on Monday, but look at these warm temperatures. We're looking at a spring-like pattern. Highs near 80 degrees starting on Monday in the upstate, and for western North Carolina, our afternoon highs will climb to near 70 degrees. You want to check in with Chief Meteorologist Christy Henderson tonight. She'll be in at 5 and have the very latest on the weekend weather.
Thank you, Malachi. There's a new festival coming to the upstate, and the money raised will help support local nonprofits. 7 News' Christine Scarpelli tells us about Spring into Clemson.
It's an event happening in downtown Clemson, and we're giving you a week to put it on the calendar. April 1st, Spring into Clemson. The event includes food, drinks, a children's area, music, and shopping, and all proceeds support 8 local nonprofits. The event is free to get into, but you can purchase a wristband, and those sales support nonprofits like Birthright of Clemson, Safe Harbor, The Parenting Place, and many more. Organizers say the event will highlight the city of Clemson, but also be very inclusive to both families and college students.
This festival has been planned and coordinated by 8 local nonprofits, so we have been putting in a lot of work to not only highlight the services that we offer Pickens County, but also highlight the city of Clemson so people can come out, bring their children, have a fun day, and be able to see exactly what all Clemson has to offer.
And we're here at the Tiger Sports Shop in downtown Clemson, one of the sponsors of Spring into Clemson, and where you can find this national championship Clemson football. It's signed by Dabo Sweeney. This is going to be raffled off at the event. You can buy a $5 ticket. You don't even have to be there to win. We've got more at WSPA.com. In Clemson, Christine Scarpelli, 7 News.
Again, Spring into Clemson coming up Saturday, April 1st. For more on the music acts and other information, just look for the story on our website. Some elementary school students are helping to feed the hungry in the upstate just by reading. 4th graders from Lyman Elementary delivered thousands of canned goods to the Greer Soup Kitchen today. This is part of the Read to Feed the Hungry project, where students set a goal of books to read over 2 weeks and then collect pledges in the form of cans per book. This year, they more than tripled their total from last year.
It's incredible. 10,000 canned goods from children, which is the future of our world. It is an amazing thing to just know that children want to read and feed the hungry. It's just, look around you. It's just, they're filling my shelves.
Along with collecting all those cans, the kids read more than 1,500 books for the project. Stay with us. 7 News at noon. We'll be right back. Tom Brady's missing Super Bowl jerseys are back in Boston, including the one he wore while leading the New England Patriots to victory in this year's Super Bowl. The FBI has now returned those jerseys to Gillette Stadium. Officials say they were found in Mexico in the possession of what they call a credentialed member of the international media. Brady's Super Bowl 51 jersey, it's valued at $500,000. That is 7 News at noon. Thank you for joining us. And remember, you can always get the latest news and weather updates anytime at WSPA.com and through our 7 News app.